Reid, Coach Cal was pretty candid in his disappointment in the defense, generally, with the team. What do you think's going on?
Yeah, I think we're all disappointed as far as just keeping guys in front of us, moving our feet, blocking shots. There's just a lot of opportunities that we're seeing on film and a lot of things that we want to do the right thing. We're putting a lot of effort in to do the right things, but then we get in the game and a lot of the work that we put in, it just isn't showing as much as it should right now. I think that's the frustrating part, is that it's such an emphasis for us. We're putting hours in, we're doing it in practice, then we get to the game and there's just lapses. So it's frustrating, but it's not something that we can't work through. Like I said, it's going to be nice to have another game on film to really look at exactly where we're messing up and just go back and try and be better at it.
What's not translating from theory to practice, so to speak?
I think it's easy to say that you can simulate certain things in practice as far as keeping guys in front, moving your feet, but then you get in a live game where there's other things going on. I mean, you're running down on the offensive end, you got to deal with that, focusing on defense, and I think that's the biggest thing that Coach has been preaching is, like, forget about your offense, like, put that on me, like, that's going to work itself out, like, really focus on defense and what you need to do. It makes the game easier, but I think that's one thing, is that we're just thinking too much about certain things, and at the end of the day, it's simple. You just got to guard your man and just play good team defense.
Coach Cal said that most freshmen coming out of high school really do struggle with defense. Was that something that you kind of had a hard time adjusting to when you got it to Stanford?
Yeah, something that I had a hard time adjusting to, just because the expectation is it's race. I mean, in high school, maybe you could trade baskets and you have more talent than guys, so you end up outscoring them from the course of the game. But when you're in college, you can't trade baskets, because if the team's defending you, they're stopping you from scoring, and then you're just letting them score at the other end. That's when games kind of become toss-ups, and games are closer than they really should when you play certain teams. So for us, it's just not expecting that we're going to be out-talent and just outscore teams, but really just taking pride in defending.
How surprising was it that Tennessee State didn't shoot a lot of threes? They came into it averaging like 30-some three-point shots a game.
Yeah, it was something we were expecting for them to throw up a lot of threes, but at the end of the day, that was something that was a point of emphasis for us. All we can practice was taking away the threes and really forcing them to drive. So now I think the next step in our progression of defense is, okay, if we're going to take away the threes, you can close out, make them put it on the floor, but also move our feet and stay in front of them and then contest shots at the rim. So we made improvements. I mean, we fixed a certain part of that, but we can't take step back in other parts of our defense.
You know, the Tennessee